Yes, people. This is a waffled on in the building. Make sure you slap up the likes and all that on your way in, man. Yeah, it's another show, people, and it's the match reaction and player ratings for the Club Brugge versus Arsenal game last night, which I done a watch along with my boy KAPE. Cape has pause. But big up to everyone in the building, man. I just need to do something quickly, just to make sure that the subscribers are subscribing and they're not just checking the channel out and just doing what they want and just not subscribing, man. We can't have none of that. We can't have any of that. But anyway, let me just sort this out. It always does this. I always have to come out of the app and then go back in. But yeah, we're gonna quickly touch on, it's not gonna be a long stream, just gonna quickly touch on the game. Then we're gonna go into the player ratings and stuff, and I'll see if I can remember everything. Well, I won't be able to remember everything because my brain is terrible. But anyway, big up to everyone as well, yeah, and big up to all those last night as well that reached the watch along as well. There's a lot of you came to the show last night, and a lot of you, you know, after the game, you had a lot to say and stuff like that. And big up to you as well, because you know what, all that engagement, whether it's positive or negative, it's good, and I love it. Do you know what I'm saying? So don't think that it's not unappreciated. It's always appreciated. And I love debating with people, innit? But anyway, let's talk about the game quickly, and I'll try and talk about it as much as I can, or as well as I can, or what I can remember. So, Club Brugge 0, Arsenal 3. Weren't expecting that result. Was expecting it to be a lot more closer. It was an open game, end to end. Both teams, I thought, played very well. I thought both teams also defended very well. It doesn't sound that way for Club Brugge, but when you think about the goals Arsenal scored, you know, a couple of worldies in there. Maybe the second goal that we scored, Madueke goal, maybe that defending on that wasn't that great, but also you have to look at the ball from Zubimendi as well. But anyway, it was a good start. You know, the game started, and you know, they had like Forbes on the right hand side. You know, he obviously a lot of the play or a lot of the attacks came from the right hand side. Forbes had a lot of pace. You know, he was giving Skelly some issues, man, down that right hand side, man. Do you know what I mean? Like twisting and turning inside. He was always looking to shoot on his left, obviously his favoured foot. And he got a few shots off. And Raya doing what, you know, he should be doing. And, you know, he's just collecting those balls, and, you know, just, you know, making sure that, you know, he got a hand on each you know, shot. And some of these shots were quite powerful as well. So, you know, it was really good. And to give like Club Brugge, you know, their flowers, I thought, you know, they set up really well. You know, although it was an open game, they set their stall and they said, you know what, we're going to attack Arsenal. Our starting lineup, we had Norgard as a centre back, which, you know, a lot of people were questioning, even myself. I was like, why is this guy starting at centre back? But it's all about getting minutes, innit? Sometimes you just have to just appreciate, you know, that you're getting those minutes at the time, innit? So Norgard got his minutes at the back. I thought he was decent. I thought he was decent as a centre back. Very comfortable on the ball. You know, when he was called on to defend, he defended. He was quite comfortable. I don't think he had to do too much, you know, made a few blocks, you know, distributed a few good passes also as well. And I thought in, you know, at the back with him and Incapié, I thought they defended well together. Skelly was all right. I didn't think he was great, but, you know, he tried. And with Skelly, I suppose you need a run of games in it, you know, to really see, you know, that side of Skelly. On the right-hand side, we had Ben White as well. Ben White, he had an okay game. I didn't think it was one of his best games. It was all right. Apparently, he picked up an injury, but I haven't seen any news on that yet, or I haven't looked for any news on that. But yeah, I thought Zubamendi was excellent yesterday. Controlled the midfield. Him and Marino were doing their thing in midfield. You know, just little touches in the midfield from Marino, just distributing the ball to the wingers. Martinelli, the first half, I didn't think he was that great. I didn't think he got too much joy from his man. Didn't think he done too much. But Madueke, let's talk about him. Noni Madueke, yeah. And I'll be honest with you, yeah. I was saying in my stream the other day that I didn't rate this guy, you know that. But that was pure emotion talk, pure reactionary. And I can hold my hands up, yeah, because yesterday he had a very good game, you know, and he actually surprised me with that goal. His first goal, 25-yarder, bang. So the ball comes to him, pass from Zubamendi, that goes down as an assist. And he kind of like, the thing with our wingers, yeah, they're not very tidy. So they're kind of like, they're not like Saka who can shield the ball. They're very like, how can I put it? They're very janky. They're not very good with control of the ball. He's picked up the ball and he's kind of like gone inside, but the defender's like still on him. So he's gone past one because we know Madueke's got a bit of pace. And then he's gone past another I think it's the midfielder. And then he's just hit it. Yeah, he's just hit the ball, yeah, with his left, yeah, with power. But it's that type of power, yeah, that curls up to the crossbar and bang, goes into the goal. What a goal. 1-0 up. And Madueke, yeah, you know, he scored his second goal in 2 Premier League games, which is, I'm sorry, Champions League games. If you can remember the tap-in against Bayern. But what a way to score a goal for Arsenal as well. Probably one of the best goals we've scored so far this season. I'm not saying it is the best goal, but one of the best goals. The way he's just, you know, Saka would have been proud of that goal. And he definitely would have been proud of that finish. It was an excellent finish. And yeah, goals like this just promote confidence, innit? Whether you're a backup player, whether you're a first team player, it just promotes confidence about you, and it shows the other players, yeah, that you have the ability as well, you know. And when you're called on, and this is what the important thing is: when you're called on, can you actually do what is expected of you? And he did exactly that, and he exceeded above that. After that, brilliant goal, Weldy. You know, we had a few decent runs down the channel and stuff, a few decent crosses into the box. You know, we had a few shots. You know, their goalkeeper saved a few in the first half. Yeah, they were all right, you know, but they were also trying to attack us as well. So it was just end to end at times, you know, and it was a really good game to watch. Now, people might say, oh, it's Club Brugge. I don't care who you're playing. It was just our backup players against Club Brugge's first team. They had good players. We had good players. It was a good Champions League game. Second half, exactly what I wanted us to do, you know, because they were kind of getting into the game in the second half. I mean, in the first half, they were kind of getting more into the game, getting shots off and stuff. You know, even though we was defending well, defiantly, you know, Norgard once again in Capier blocking shots. They kind of like second half, within 2-3 minutes, we score again. And it's a beautiful cross by Zubamendi with his left peg. And Nonu Madueke is just on his own, yeah? And he just heads it into the goal, yeah? Beautiful ball, beautiful floated in the air. Nonu Madueke couldn't even miss that. And if he did miss that, that would have been the worst miss ever. So we're 2-0 up and we're cruising now, you know? Don't have to worry about anything. And yeah, we're just the game's over, innit? The game is over. So yeah, after that, I'm comfy in it. I'm just watching and watch along. I'm not even bothered now, to be honest. I know that we've got our 3 points, but no, Martinelli decides, nah, he wants a bit of the action, and then he's got the ball from the left, a bit of a janky touch again. He's running down the left, kind of like miscontrols it, but it kind of like goes past the player, in between the player, and he's kind of like got onto the ball, and when I saw his goal again, yeah, I was like, wow, from a different camera angle, because the way that ball curled in, that was mad, bro. The curl on that goal, yeah, was magnificent. So it was an excellent goal. Excellent goal. I'll leave you guys to judge who scored the better goal, because I would say Madueke at the time when I saw it, but Martinelli's goal, that was a wicked goal as well. So, man, both of those goals were wicked anyway. And I was watching Turkish's show yesterday, Match Reaction. He was saying that Madueke, he thought Martinelli's goal was better because of the technique and the way he ran onto it and the way he actually bended it. It did look mighty impressive when I saw it again. But it's one of them ones, isn't it? Both good goals. I ain't gonna choose which. I ain't gonna choose. I'm just not gonna do that. I just cannot be bothered. Okay. Okay, so moving on. Next thing is we're going to do the player ratings. So let's bring the player ratings up, and we're going to go through the player ratings. Let me share my screen. Here we go. Make sure you slap the lights, people, if you're watching this. I know it's early doors. Abs don't do these early shows. Well, he does. He does. Okay, so player ratings. Let's make the screen a little bit bigger. Okay. Yeah, just got to say, Raya made some decent saves in goal as well. He made some very good saves. And so did their goalkeeper as well. So in goal, Raya, thought he had a good game. I'm going to give him an 8. He was solid in goal. I thought he was brilliant in goal yesterday. Moving to Ben White. I don't know if Ben White had one of them off games. He did come off injured. He was all right in the first half, but maybe I didn't watch his game too much. So I'm going to give him a 7. Moving on, Norgard. I thought Norgard was brilliant, considering that he doesn't play centre back, and the last time he played centre back was for Brentford in 2012. 2012. That's the last time he played centre back. He fitted into that role like a glove, so he's going to get an 8 as well. See, when you play well, you get high ratings. Do you know what I'm saying from me? Yeah. In Capier, I thought he was decent at the back as well. He made some good tackles as well, so he's going to get an 8 as well. Lewis Skelly, as I said, Lewis Skelly needs a run of games, man. I thought he was all right, but I don't know. He was all right, but I don't think it was his best game. I've seen better from him, so I'm going to give him a 7. Zubmendi, I thought he was excellent. If not my man in the match, 2 assists, controlled the midfield, just controlled the tempo of the game at times. I'm going to give him a 8 as well. I should give him a 9, really, because he got 2 assists as well. He's getting a 9. Yeah. Marino, I thought he was all right in midfield. Nothing spectacular. He played off. He done some good passing and stuff like that. The only thing is with Marino is his defensive qualities. They're not that great, and he tends to, go down for silly little fouls and stuff, which is quite infuriating, actually. Okay, so I'm going to give him a 7. Martinelli scored a beautiful goal today, yesterday, but I don't think he played generally very well. Yeah, he beat his man a few times, but the first half was underwhelming. So I'm gonna give him, because he scored a good goal as well. I'm gonna give him. Oh, if I give him a 6, that sounds a bit too low, you know. But you know why I'm gonna give him this mark, because he scored that worldie. So he's gonna get I put 1. He's gonna get a 7. I'll give him a 7. As I said, I don't think he played excellent, but you know, he did get his goal at the end of the day. Next, we've got Odegaard. Odegaard was all right. You know, he was industrious, busy as always. I don't think it's one of his best games though, but I might be tripping as well. I weren't really on Odegaard watch yesterday, to be fair. So, I'm just gonna give him a 7, man. Seriously, man. I'll just give him a 7, even though I weren't really watching him play. Madueke, 2 goals yesterday. Constantly was on, you know, the left back's tail, just giving him issues, giving him problems. He's going to get a 10 from me, my man of the match. Although Zubimendi could have been man of the match as well. So Madueke gets man of the match. Gyökeres, very underwhelming. He's getting a 4. So the letdown of the team was Gyökeres, man. And we can say we got to stop this narrative of I got to be careful when I say this. Yes, Gyökeres. I think Gyökeres needs to do a bit more for me. I think he needs. I've played striker before, yeah, and those second runs, yeah, he's not doing them. He's not do. Listen, Haaland is elite at running. Yeah, his runs are so elite. When you watch Haaland play, yeah, his movement is excellent. Gyökeres hasn't got that movement, bro. It's almost like he's just fighting with defenders, and I don't like that. I really don't like that. He needs to adapt his game. If you're good, then you will adapt your game. I don't want to hear that we can't find him and we're not passing to him. Why are they not passing to him? Because he's not making space for himself. Yeah. And then if he does make space for himself, then they've probably already decided, whoever's got the ball, what they're going to do with it. And he needs to be a bit more commanding as well, I think. As a striker, you need to be, pass it to me. I never see that face from him. Like, get the ball to me. Yeah. I don't see that from him. So I think he needs to fix up a little bit, and hopefully he will get some goals in it. You know what I mean? But that's my player rating, people. Yeah. If I've missed anything, I'm sorry, but I can't think of anything else that I need to add to that. You know, well done Arteta for the lineup. People were like moaning about a Norgard starting, but you know what? At the end of the day, he got it right, and big up to the team. And yeah, we move on. That's another 3 points in the Champions League. Top of the league, 3 points ahead of Bayern Munich. Our next game is Inter Milan, I believe. So we're doing well, people. We're doing well. So yeah, let's just get to the next round, and yeah, that's all we can do. But people, make sure you leave a like, make sure you hype the video, make sure you subscribe if you're new. Peace and love and blessings out.